Let's be honest here. Guitar might feel sometimes quite overwhelming. There are so many things that you could be working on at any given moment. Scales, arpeggios, guitar techniques, music theory, ear training, chords, rhythm, on and on. Everything feels important and necessary, and yet at the same time it all seems just like a drop in a bucket. Nothing really moves the needle. So not knowing what to choose, you just default to the easiest thing you can do, noodling. Playing random stuff in random order, wasting your precious time on the least beneficial activity for your improvement. If this hits home, I'm glad you are here. I'm going to help you fix it. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you need to understand in order to learn and improve fast on guitar. You want to improve fast, right? But first we need to put something straight. Your guitar practice is a mess. If you're like most guitar players, you practice whatever you feel like practicing at the moment. You practice it as long as you feel like it, and then you put your guitar down because you don't feel like practicing anymore. And then you wonder why you are not improving. I'm not being sarcastic, just honest. I don't have problem with making your decisions based on what you feel like. But I doubt that it is a good way how to see a substantial growth as a guitar player. From my experience as a long-time guitar teacher, students who practice like this usually end up most frustrated and unhappy. And that's because they are not improving. Even if you say that you don't care about improvement that much, you probably do. And maybe more than you are willing to admit. Our brain doesn't tolerate expending energy without a tangible outcome very well. Therefore, it is natural to expect improvement if you invest your time and energy into something. So let's fix the main thing that determines how fast you improve, your guitar practice. Think about it this way. You are here at the point A. This is your current skill level. In order to improve fast, you first need to define point B, a place you want to arrive. This is, what do you want to become as a guitar player? This is your vision, so let's draw an eye here. Having a vision is crucial because to reach point B, you first need to know what it actually is. And once you know what you are working towards, it works like a filter. It filters out all the irrelevant stuff and forces you to focus on what matters the most. Think about it like pulling up a hoodie and suddenly the world beside you stops existing. All you can see is in front of you. And that's exactly what you need. Stop being distracted by everything that you see online. Alright, I think you get it. So, for purposes of this video, let's imagine that my vision is to become a great blues rock soloist, playing epic guitar solos with beautiful tone and phrasing, trading licks with Joe Bonamassa and John Mayer. If this is my goal, then there are certain things that are very important for me to work on if I want to reach that goal. Everything else is just a distraction. The most important thing is to make your vision exciting, thrilling and electrifying. The moment you start thinking about it, it should trigger a rush of excitement. You know that you are on the right track if you feel a strong pull towards it and if you are willing to go the extra mile to achieve it. So describe the vision as thoroughly as possible, so every time you see it, you are ready to get to work. Please don't skip this step. If you need more help to craft a vision for yourself, you might want to check this video. You can also find that link later in the description box down below. Now that you know where you are heading, here is your next step. Let's get back to our drawing. That big goal, the vision you are working towards, is absolutely necessary so all your efforts are in alignment with it. It enables you to go from point A to point B in almost straight line. In the real world, it is never completely straight, but it surely is the shortest distance. But here is the problem. Your vision is probably a very big goal that is going to take some time to accomplish. And you might start to question whether you are even capable of accomplishing it. And you might also feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of work that needs to get done. And exactly here you might again default to the thing that is easier to do on guitar, noodling. But wait, there is a solution. Instead of worrying about that big goal, you need something more tangible, something in the near future that you are working towards. Something that you can persuade your brain is possible to reach. You have to break the giant goal into small concrete projects where each one brings you one step closer. But this is where many guitar players lose steam. Their big goal is motivating and exciting, but they make those small goals boring as hell. If my big goal is that I want to be great blues soloist and my practice routine consists of spider exercise, scales, arpeggios and ear training, then there is massive disconnect. It is really hard to be excited about pentatonic scale, or any other scale for that matter. And so all your excitement is gone in an instant. But I am here to rescue you again. Should you feel the desire to express gratitude for that, just hit that like button. I appreciate it a lot. And YouTube algorithm also. Where were we? Oh, I wanted to rescue you from sucking all the excitement from your practicing, right? Look at your vision again. Do you feel that excitement? Alright, that's good. Now you need to ask yourself this question. What does X do? And instead of X, insert your vision. So in my case, what does a great blues rock soloist do? So what does a great blues rock soloist do? Composes great blues solos, right? Here are some more examples to illustrate my point. What does a film score composer do? Writes scores, right? What does a great singer-songwriter do? Write songs. I think you get my point. You should never lose sight of this answer when planning your project. This is how you ensure that you are moving in the right direction and your small projects are actually fun to pursue. Remember our drawing? Every small project is a step toward your ultimate vision. So that's what your small projects needs to be based around. They need to be like mini particles that your big vision consists of, right? At some point, you have to start doing the thing you want to be known for. The sooner, the better. No matter what is your skill level, you have to start the thing and put it out into the world, so you get the real world feedback. Of course, if you want to be a great blues rock soloist, along the way you might need to learn pentatonic or blues scale or arpeggios, but that is never your main thing. Everybody can learn blues scale, not everybody can compose great blues solo, so you need to practice that. Look at Chris Buck, for example. He puts out one guitar solo after another. That's how you become good at composing and playing solos. Every successful project builds momentum. With enough momentum, you become unstoppable. Even if you are not 100% satisfied with the end result, you don't sit and pity yourself. You just start working on next small project, trying to do a little bit better. On and on, doing the thing. Here is the third thing to understand if you want to learn fast. Remember those few days before important concert? Do you remember your motivation to practice? That's exactly what you need. In order to learn fast, you need to lit fire under your ass. Simple as that. You need to feel a sense of urgency. We learn better under a little bit of pressure. Not too much, because that might be counterproductive. But enough pressure so we know that what we are working on matters and that it needs to get done fairly soon. What works best for me is that my small project lasts 7 days. That's actually enough time to do a lot of work if you are specific about what you want to accomplish. At the same time, it is not enough time to obsess over minor details that don't matter, which most guitar players spend most of time on. In 7 days I can compose 12 bars or maybe even 24 bars of blues solo. I can also learn a great solo from one of my guitar heroes. If I work every day on it for 1 hour, that's 7 hours of highly focused work that outperform any number of hours noodling around. But it doesn't have to be 7 days. That is what works for me in my current situation. You can decide what works for you best. The key here is to set up the project in a way that it should be challenging but possible to reach. It is not about brute force, it is about being smart with it. So those are 3 things you need to understand if you want to learn fast. Hope this helps you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Talk soon.